Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Games Rain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos and what they're all about? Well, Let's Build video, I'll take a model kit and I'll show you how to put it together. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue, like things are numbered differently to the instructions, or there's chains or whips or any sort of pipe work that needs to be careful with, I'll give you guys a heads up. This is a visual aid to help everyone, whether you suffer with dyslexia or just have trouble with instructions. This is a visual aid to help you. If you're interested in new models for an army you have or models for an army you want to collect, again, this is a visual aid to help you guys out and show you how to make the models. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Right, so what am I building today? Today I'm going to build Inquisitor Draxus from the Imperium Magazine. I probably butchered her name, but this is the sprue here. So if you've got this model, but the numbers on here are different to what the instructions tell you, because the instructions in the Imperium Magazine of how to build this one is different to yours. But I'll still show you the parts so you know where the parts are and everything else. Now, tools needed as usual. Clippers, most usual part of our kit. Bring the light down so you can see what I'm doing. Mold line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical tool. If you're using the sharp tool, just be careful because it is sharp. Let people in the house know you're using it so nobody scares you by accident. I do have sanding sponge. Sanding sponge you can get in the hardware shop somewhere between sandpaper and wallpaper, somewhere in between there. Sometimes they have their own section. Then you get sanding sponge, which is this, which is really flexible, or sanding block, which is the same thing, but it's a solid block. You can still bend it, but it's just a bit more rigid. This is a plastic kit, so plastic glue. I do have super wet hand just in case. But what we're going to start with is number 1 and number 2. Now on this sprue, number 1 is the body, and number 2 is this leg. So there's 2 legs, one's bent, the other one's sort of straight. So I'm going to clip these off, clean these down and show you how they go together. This one threw me off a little bit first because there's a little square bit in there and there's a little square bit there, and I was trying to figure it out, but this is how it goes. Look at the back, that just slots in like so. Okay, very, very simple. So I'm going to glue that into place and we'll come back to the next pieces. So the next one we need is number 3, which is the other leg. I'm going to snip it clean and show you how it goes on. It's another easy one. There is a triangular bit there. There's a triangular pin. It just slots in like so. So I'm going to glue it into place and then come back to you for the next piece. Right, so the next piece needed is number 4, which is her shrunken catapult. A gift from an Eldari ally, apparently. So I'm going to snip it off, clean it down, I'll show you how it goes on. And this piece is actually very straightforward. So on the back here, there's a little groove there. I put glue on it already, and there's a flat side that side. On the back here, there's a little pin. So it literally just goes in like so. Yeah. So what you have is that. So you can see where it just slots in the back there. So the next piece needed is number 5 and number 6. Here's number 5, with a cloak on it. Number 6 is like his little backpack. I'm going to snip the both of those off, clean those down, and show you how they go together. Okay, so we'll do this on camera here. So at the back of him, there's a little square bit there. So I'll just run some glue into there. At the back of his backpack, he has a little square hole. So that just slots on there like so. Yeah. Then this flip side his collar and his back there goes across the top here, like so. I can't mess around with it too much, but you see this piece here is his arm, so that goes in there like so. So I'm going to glue that into place, and then I'll come back to you for the next piece. So the next piece we need is number 7, which is this crazy little arm. So this crazy little arm, and number 8, which is this side of the beast. So there's a little wing and there's a little bit of wire coming off. The other piece doesn't have wire, it has a tail. So this is one with the wire on it. I'm going to snip it up, clean it down, show you how they go together. Right, so this is throwing me at first. But when you look at this carefully, that's his thumb. Her thumb, sorry. And the rest of her power fist. I say power fist. It looks like a power fist to me. You can see where that goes in. So it just slots in there like so. Okay. So I'm going to glue that into place and then come back to it for the next piece. So I'm going to get rid of that little bit of sprue at the bottom there. Right, so the next piece we need is number 10, which is her head. Okay. Now there's a funny triangle at the bottom of that. You want to keep that on there. Okay. Because that funny triangle should slide into that funny triangle gap there. Now, when you're putting it, if you snip it off with the triangle, clean it down, you can't get it in there properly. The simple thing is to snip the triangle off, yeah, and then screw the head straight in there, which is the same thing. But you want to try and keep the triangle on there. Now, this isn't fully cured glue-wise, okay? If you're building it, you might want to leave that for a couple of hours to dry properly, and then come in with and try and put the head in. But like I said, if you fail, you can't get that triangle bit at the bottom, not this bit to the side, but this triangle bit where it comes down and comes back up. If you can't get that in the gap, then just snip it off and glue it straight in. So I'm going to clip that off, clean it down, glue it on, and then I'll come back for the next piece. And of course, true fashion, I dropped her head. And I just spent the last half an hour searching in front of the desk here. It's another reason why I want to move everything around in here, so then if I do drop something, I've got basically 360 around the desk that I can actually get in and have a look see from all different angles. Right, so the last piece needed is number 9, which is this piece here. Yeah, this is the piece with is it a dragon? Looks like something like that. Well, it's this little creature. It's got its tail on it. So I'm going to snip this off, clean this down. Now this is where sanding sponge will come in perfectly, because this tail, you don't really want to be running a blade across it, because it's going to be very, once it comes onto the sprue here, it's going to be very bouncy. So I'm going to snip it down, clean it down, I'll show you how it goes on. And so the first bit we have to put on is his actual arm with the wing on it, the first one we've done first of all. Now there is a funny little pin there, but what it does is, this piece here connects around here. Okay, and that puts it in the right position. So I'm going to glue that into place. So it connects to the top there, connects there, connects around the front of the neck. I'm going to glue it into place, and then we'll come back for the last piece. So the last piece, so a little smooth bit there, just connects on over there. I'm about knocking the arm off, you idiot. It's very fiddly, this model. I find it very, very fiddly. I have to leave that for a little while to dry. This piece just slots over the top. The body, that's the neck that goes there. Slots over the top like so. Okay, so it should be. I'll come back to you in a minute, guys. Right, so we'll give this another go now. Actually, this is a very fiddly piece. So I'm going to drop a bit of glue there. That might help me a little bit. A little bit of glue there. Now the way this is, you can see it's got that little C shape, that little bit coming down at the top. It should just fit on. I had it, it just wouldn't stay. I don't want to put too much pressure on because it's still... Oh my goodness me, it's one of those annoying ones I don't want to stay. Anyway, I'm going to glue it and hold it in place, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So there we have it. So now what I'm going to do, just some glue on the feet, glue it to the base. Hopefully it doesn't fall off whilst I'm doing it. She is freestanding, so there we go. Then there is a little bit of sprue there. A little mark on the model there. So I'm going to wipe a little bit of plastic glue on there. That just melt that away for me. So there we have her. Move that out of the way. Absolutely, I really like the sculpt. I just found it very, very fiddly. But it is because of these giant hands, and it's only a humanoid model, so it's very small. And I'm actually dreading doing the sisters because they're the same sort of scale, but they will get done. So, any comments or suggestions on this amazing sculpt? Chuck and blow as always. Everyone, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing and helps channel grow in a massive, massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to this video on more and more people. Difficulty rating for this model, I'm probably going to give it a 4.5. It's not that difficult to put together, but for me it's just very small and fiddly. And some people are going to say, oh yeah, but you build Necrons and they're really fiddly and small. And yeah, and you know, I'll give out the same and say that, you know, it's very fiddly, but it's just human levels. You know, human scale is just fiddly as well, especially when I'm used to putting Tyranids together, or you know, big chunky Space Marines or Chaos Space Marines. This is quite fiddly, but it's there, it's done. So I'm going to bring you down and show you some pretty pictures now. So guys, thank you for everyone that supports the channel for as long as you have. It means so much to me. As you go, chuck any comments below, hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy guys.